Welcome to Heart of the Matter Plus. I'm Omotayo.
My name is Dipo Ayo Adeosi.
In pop culture today.
Yes.
Take it away,
In
Dibs.
pop culture today, we have the case of coded relationships amongst our celebrities.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah. There have been people, celebrities, so far that have been, entering into relationships that just surprise us.
We just wake up in the morning,
Yes,
check our early morning Instagram, and see
like,
when did
wedding,
that
engagement, what's going on? Yes. So first to start this trend has been or was Adeswa
and Banky that day.
Susu and Baba.
And Baba. No. Literally that day, I woke up in the morning. It was like it was my wedding. It was like my life had changed forever.
From screen
from on-screen
reality
couple to real life.
We're shocked.
It was wonderful. It was wonderful. Then next up,
yes, we then had our darling, beautiful actress Zainab Balogun. Shook us all the way.
It rocked us.
You know the difference? Because with Adeswa, it was engagement.
Right.
Zainab, we just saw
her just giving us some today.
I said, what's going on?
And we're like, I'm sorry.
Zainab, why are you dancing?
When exactly did this happen?
How?
And then more recently,
yes, the one that pays Nally,
the earth shook.
It shook us in our bedroom, individual
bedrooms,
between our darling award-winning actress, casting director, Lala Akindoju, and our
celebrity chef, delicious food maker.
She
doesn't need to do anything. She just needs to relax and wait for hubby Fregs.
I'm sure even the kind of food they have in their fridge will be nicer than the fresh food that somebody else is making. Chai, God.
But by watching these trends of these coded relationships, what do you think? Would you have like a relationship and be like so in love and then code it?
I definitely would.
You think
100%.
so?
I want to carry Washington. They will not know mind until like a year after.
When your children have come, they're like, who are those children?
These are my offspring from my loins.
Do you know the thing is, for me, when I was younger, I literally wanted those relationships where, like, you listen to the radio and somebody's like, hello, is this the radio station? And I'm calling to make a request to my lovely girlfriend, Omotayo, because she just wants to tell her that she's wonderful.
So sweet.
But then, I don't know, 2018.
No, times have changed.
But what is the change?
What is the change? Is like, social media has made everything so in your face. Literally, you can be at someone's, even their wedding or in their bedroom from your phone.
Right.
So I think people just have that need to go above and beyond more so than ever before to protect their privacy and their sanity. Because it's not even about like spiritual attacks or anything.
Right.
This one is just like, you don't want people that don't really know you in your business.
Right. Well, I mean, I guess. But I mean, dear future husband, you can still just announce me occasionally and just be like, I love her. She's wonderful.
She's
the
one I pick.
Yes.
She picked me.
Okay.
Yes.
And we repicked. Like, I think I still have a place in my heart where I like that thing about, the public display of like, this one is mine.
After I've announced. Then from that moment on,
after the offspring have come out.
Do you understand? We can PDA every day. I don't mind. Yeah.
Meanwhile, though, we're talking about weddings. There's one show, it has to do with weddings. I don't know. They talk about fashion and things. And there's one young man who is on the show. I don't know him. I think you may have met him before. His name is Dipo Ayo Adeosi.
See, when she do that sometimes. But yes, I'm very excited. Yes, I host a show called Wedding Police.
Yes, and what they do on Wedding Police is they actually do fashion police for weddings. But how that is quite controversial because these people paid their own money for their own ashwabi. They did not consult you.
Look.
They went to go and meet their own tailor, and you now want to come and tell them what they can or cannot
let me explain.
wear.
What had happened was, when I first moved back to Nigeria and I thought about going into media and the entertainment industry, I really was against fashion police of any kind.
And then what happened?
Yeah, because I did like the idea of bashing people.
Yeah.
But then I was asked to be a guest on this particular show that I now host, and I really liked the aesthetic of the show, and I loved the fact that they were about constructive criticism.
Right.
So I love the angle about that, and I've kept that now that I'm a host. So basically, it's telling people that it didn't work out because of X, Y, Z, and for it to work out next time, you need to do A, B, C.
So it's like fashion tips.
Yeah, and we actually give a tip at the end of the episode. Every episode.
Right.
doubt it.
Okay. I mean, we'll watch out for you because before you start telling us that our baths are not fine.
No, never. Look at you. Yellow and black.
Hello.
Sweet.
Oh,
Lovely.
so
Gorgeous. Not giving us side sweep. Hey.
Oh, Lord.
Stop it. Stop. You're fine.
All right, we'll be right back with our interview. Look out for our amazing, amazing guest. Stay tuned.
You're still watching House of the Matter Plus, and we have our guest for this episode. She's a personal friend of mine. I love this girl so much. She's one of the most talented actresses and one of the most celebrated actresses right now as well. And she's a seasoned presenter and just all-round pretty gorgeous lady. Hi, Zainab.
Hi, how are you?
I waited for this
Why
for the longest time. Like, I'm so happy. I wanted to go on this show for the longest time.
Yeah, I know. We've been trying to figure it out, and then
Actually, we've been trying to figure this interview thing out since Pulse.
Oh, wow,
that's a whole
yeah.
different thing. Don't worry.
That's in the past.
That's like throwback for years.
Yeah, wow.
But
that's
speaking
a really
of
long
throwbacks,
time.
these guys have some major throwback as well.
Yes, we do.
This is someone that knows can speak to Zainab's career
I think
from.
my first ever production series was with Omotayo and her Knock Knock, her production company. It's still online, still on YouTube.
You can
Let's
still
go watch it.
Plug. But what's it been like? So then you had just moved back, and then you started acting, and then you went through this, and then now you have Sylvia's massive blockbuster, and in the middle you've had all these other movies. What's it been like, kind of like transitioning and setting up a career here? Like, what's that been like?
Gosh, that's such a big question. I'll take it from the point of going from a presenter actor thing, which I think a lot of people saw me as this presenter that was trying to act.
Right.
And they didn't know that I had been acting in London, and that's what I moved back to Nigeria to do, because I got offered a role in a brand new series called The Island, which never came out until 7 years later.
Wow.
So it was what I wanted to do, but I couldn't do it because in Nollywood, I felt like you need to be somebody that they recognize. And I was a bit of a foreigner. Nobody really cared about what I'd done in London. So I had to take the TV job in order for me to get the necessary exposure and build a brand that when I knocked on Nollywood's door, they're like, oh, and we sort of know her, but okay, just let her inside. Yeah, just come.
Strategic.
Yeah. So the TV wasn't, I was doing a bit of presenting in London, but it wasn't what I really, really wanted to do. So acting was.
Okay. But now that you've done all of this stuff, so you've done presenting on major platforms, you've done acting, and you've gone into cinemas now, and you have a major movie out now.
Yes.
How does your faith, because I know you're a woman of faith, I know that you are a woman of faith, how does that help you navigate the process, the industry?
Honestly, I feel like a lot of people say this, but a lot of things in my life and my career have literally just been favor. I am somebody who, when I'm in a really good space, I remember how much God really loves me. And I feel like, no offense to everybody else, I'm one of his favorite children. Because it just doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense that I would get the kind of jobs that I did. I'm not professionally trained. That I would go from being a model and going into auditions and people give me speaking roles. And I'm like, do you know that I don't know what I'm doing? So God plays a big part in what I do. I try with every production to, you meditate and you pray about it and you're let this be, what you want it to be, because you do forget that as much as you're giving out in performance, you're taking a lot in the scripting, in your research. And it's easy to kind of just forget about the spiritual aspect of being in showbiz and being in entertainment. But every normal individual, at times I'm very hot, and at times I'm lukewarm, and at times I'm cold. But the good thing about that, again, is grace and favor, is that He will allow me to come back at whichever temperature that I'm at. So
So true.
Love it.
So
Love
true.
it. So we always like to ask a question about social impact.
Okay.
So elections are coming up, politics everywhere, but beyond get your PVC,
Yeah.
beyond the party politics, what would you say to young people? Like, what way can they actually participate in making Nigeria better by themselves,
Right.
without complaining about who are we going to vote for?
Right. So, I mean, when I first moved back, I was not very in touch with anything political or anything happening on ground. I couldn't tell you what party was which. I just didn't take an interest in politics because I felt like it was very hard to even try and learn anything. Like, you can't just Google and figure out what this person's manifesto says. Like, it's not straightforward. Everywhere else in the world, they make it easy for you to absorb that information. And I think one of our biggest problems as people is that we sit, especially as Nigerians, is that we sit and we wait for a solution. We sit and we pray for a solution rather than going to actually work for it. And I think a lot of these things start with us. It starts with the choices that we make, choices in our businesses, choices in our homes, and it sort of trickles down like that. So outside of getting your PVC, it's, are you a model Nigerian in every aspect of your life? So without what politics can do for you or your government can do for you, are you literally just a model member of society? Like, how good are you to yourself? How good are you to the next person? So I think that's the angle I would take it, because I really do feel like we have to want better before we can get better.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh my God, so much wisdom. I can't. Okay, so we have a thing we do.
Okay. What you do?
The face she has on right now is
Because I don't know what.
that's the face of.
Does that happen?
Me for this
does
one.
that happen? Okay.
Don't worry, you're fine.
Okay.
Don't worry. So we call it rapid fire questions.
Okay.
So it's literally this or that. So you just choose.
Okay. Wait. I say this or that.
No.
So
we
we
ask
give
you either we give
Okay.
you two options and then
Okay.
You choose.
Cool.
So it's really quick. Don't think so hard.
Okay.
Whatever comes first.
Okay.
One second.
All right, so it's not actually that quick in the end.
Okay.
The first one is inspired by the movie Sylvia.
Uh-huh.
So which is worse? Being in love with someone who doesn't love you back,
Uh-huh.
or getting married to someone who has a completely secret life that you know nothing
The
about?
first one. Being in love with someone that doesn't love you back.
That's worse.
Yeah.
Ah.
Because by the time you're married, you're together. Like,
can
trying
deal
to
with it.
get away from that thing is,
It's
yeah,
more
it's
difficult.
I don't think I want to find out what somebody's really like once you marry them. Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, so if you could choose presenting or acting?
Acting, that's very.
Really?
If I could act for the rest of my life, like, that's what I would do. The
Yeah.
kind of stories that I want to do.
Yeah. Yes. Kind of person. Okay.
All right, so travel on an adventure
Mm-hmm.
or stay at home and be pampered?
Travel on an adventure. I love traveling. Yeah, I do.
But then
You
it's
like
what
this
you're
one?
doing. It's like it's an adventure. It's not like
Yes, I'm
I'm
not a just go to the spa or beach kind of person. Like, I
Right.
love to explore when I get somewhere. So whatever museums, whatever things I can climb, like, yeah, I'm that
I'm
kind of
like,
person.
go to a place, shut the
Chill.
blinds,
No.
don't call my name.
What's the point? You can do it at home. Like, why would you?
That's,
no.
I feel like I'd be very good at home, but I just don't listen.
No.
Okay. All right. So massive destination wedding with all the drama,
Mhm.
but far away from Nigeria,
Uh-huh.
or a tiny like court wedding in Lagos.
No, massive destination wedding away
Yeah?
from Nigeria. Yeah,
Yeah?
I think. No offense, but just any. I love destination weddings.
Yeah.
And I've always wanted to have a destination wedding, so that's always going to be my
Yeah.
choice. Sorry, it's like a big holiday for everybody. Yeah,
Right.
yeah,
Well,
and it doesn't have to be
turn up.
massive. It can be a small
It could be a small thing.
destination
Yeah.
wedding.
What about, yeah. Okay. That makes sense.
Okay.
All right. And then obviously because we know you rock your short hair,
Oh,
I
short
know.
hair or wig life.
oh, short hair. You said with
Not even
life.
like with wigs. Like, but wigs are like.
I like wearing wigs for work.
Okay.
But I don't own a wig. Like, I'm not at that stage where I can wear a wig out. And
Oh, really?
Like, yeah. So when
So-
I'm wearing it for work, I'm a completely different person. Like, there's a bit of sass. There's I'm always flicking my hair, all of that. Yeah.
Zainab alter ego.
Yeah, it's weird. But outside of that, I don't. So like when I don't have, because my hair's grown out now, so I just have DE. So if you see me with a headscarf, it means that my hair's not braided yet. That's what it means. Outside of that, I wouldn't be wearing a wig on it. Not right now.
Okay, cool. I love it. All right. So would you rather have all your Instagram followers and be very influential, but no acting career, or so you're influential, but no acting career, or 0 social media following and a thriving acting career?
Ooh, oh my gosh, that's a hard one. It is because you said influential.
Yes, influential.
Okay, yeah, when you think about
You
it,
said
that
influential, so it's hard. Well, okay. Okay, I'm gonna take the influential part. Yeah. That first one, because then I can do more, and it's more about it.
And you are about
it's more than me in that sense. Yeah.
I love it. And that's it.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! I really thought it was gonna be something very like intense and yeah. Oh, that was fun. People. That was good. Yeah. You are good people. Yeah.
Alright, so Zainab has a movie out called Sylvia.
Yes.
You want to tell us like 1 or 2 things?
So Sylvia is it's a thriller. Stories about my character Sylvia, who is an imaginary friend to Richard, who is played by Chris Atto. He goes on to get married to Inidima Okoji, so she plays the character. And it's just about exploring these worlds that might not be reality, so asking those kind of questions. And Sylvia's not very happy about the changes happening in real life.
I haven't seen it yet. I feel so bad.
Oh
wow. Okay, you know what? It's fine. I'm just gonna see it this week.
Yes,
this week. I'm gonna see it this week. So yes, I'll
let me know.
I'll chat you up real quick.
I know someone who told me it was the best movie they've seen this year.
Oh wow.
Like not like best Nigerian movie.
Black Panther came out this year.
No, literally this person was like I've seen Marvel, I've seen Infinity War.
I've seen Crazy Rich Asian Switches.
Oh yeah. I saw your thing about crying.
Well, some of us have opinions about Crazy Rich
I'm telling
Asians.
you.
But let's leave it at Sylvia
for now.
Okay. But yeah, it's really good. It's really good. Yeah. Alright. I
survived.
Yes, that's what we have. But we're so grateful you came on the show, and thank you so much. We're looking forward to all the stuff you're going to be doing in your career. You're going to be thriving. We're so sure of it. There's so much that's going to be happening. So, congratulations.
Thanks for coming.
All right, guys, when we get back, we'll be talking about the country.
It's time for the commentary. It's time for the commentary. So,
what's the serious banter? Yeah.
It's like a newsy news, but we can like touch on.
Let's sprinkle us. So, what is our banter today? Talk to me.
So recently, there's this show that's come out. Political climate. 2019, not too young to run. PVC. So our dear friend Fowles, who is now our brother.
Our brother.
How many times we have announced him?
We are always talking about him on our show. Fowles, come now. Come on the show.
Yes. But he and a young lady called Layla Johnson have a show called On the Couch. Now, what they do is they interview presidential aspirants. And we don't want to really name names. Let's see.
Don't do your research.
You can do your personal research.
Go check it out.
But there were 2 aspirants who kind of struck us for us. One of them, a young man, says that if he becomes the president of this country, one of the things he's going to ensure is that Nigeria becomes a marijuana exporting nation.
Fantastic. My sister, let's talk there. Now, I want to just ask this man the question. Just one simple question. Now, everything, and let me list some of them. Poverty, educational reformation, traffic, police issues,
Perhaps
health, electricity, up NEPA. Which other one do we? So many issues.
Yes.
You now see that of everything that you want to tackle, even if you want to just pick one, is now to be exporting Igbo.
See now, but is it not possible that if you sell more marijuana, some people will have more income?
Excuse me,
That
please.
deals with poverty.
Can we not find something else to sell? Must it be that?
Well, you know that oil, is running out, and advanced countries are trying to diversify.
We have other natural resources.
But then, speaking of natural resources, they say agriculture is the way forward. Is marijuana not a plant?
My uncle, let me just help you out. No, that's not the plan. No.
Oh, but furthermore, there was this other fellow on the couch. He sat amidst Fals and Leila to discuss to us how Nigerians do not have the mental capacity to invent and manufacture.
I can't remember how he put it. He said, he asked Fals like, oh, can you...
If I give you $100,000 and I tell you to invent
glasses,
the glasses that you're wearing on your eyes.
Can you do it?
Can you do it? Our brains are not...
I was so shook. I said, this man. From where? No. No. I'm sorry. It was an insult. It was a slap on the face.
Yeah.
I don't even know where to begin. It was so laughable. Like something that should have been a serious, interview, just turned to like one huge comedy show. Yeah. It was so funny. Because I don't know.
And the thing is, because we don't normally have such in-depth conversations with aspirants, we never know. All we hear is people telling us, we'll give you lights, we'll give you jobs. But we have no idea what's actually going behind.
Meanwhile, this is the kind of mindset that they have. So it's important that this show came about.
Yeah, and it's important that we participate in our politics, because if we don't participate, then the country is going to remain.
That's right.
You can join our conversations. Yeah, let us know what you think, who you are voting for. Do you have your PVC? You better have your PVC.
Please go and get it.
Join the conversation on social media. We're on Instagram and Facebook at HOTM+. Yeah, and I think that's all we have for this week.
That's all we have for this week. Until next time, have a great rest of your week, guys.